I really wish that world leaders would stop coming to the Oval Office and meeting with Trump. He does not deserve to be normalized in any way, shape, or form. The only reason he invited the president of South Africa to the Oval Office was to push his propaganda.
Can we stop letting Donald Trump meet with world leaders? Please, how do we make this happen?
Trump is on a mission to embarrass us in front of every country in the world, except for Russia. He made us look in front of Ukraine. He showed the Middle East how easy it is to buy him. And today, he tried to give a lecture about the history of South Africa to the president of South Africa.
Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So President Trump recently met up with South African president in the Oval Office, and it was a very heated conversation. Lots of points were made. He brought out some videos and was showing the president of South Africa what is happening in South Africa. And the man came prepared. Well, a lot of people have a lot to say about all of these things that happened, which I'm just going to let the videos roll. Then I'll come back and talk more about it. But please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Don't forget to also give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Please share your thoughts with me, okay? Let me know if you watched these videos to the end, and also let me know what you think about the video and all that was said in this video. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Credit to all creators on this video. Let's go, then we'll come back with the commentary.
If you don't think Donald Trump is racist, then you did not just witness what happened between him and the South African president in the Oval Office while they were supposed to be discussing coming together on a bill. Donald Trump never gave a fuck about Gaza. He never gave a fuck about you. So for everybody who said, oh my goodness, we are voting for him because Joe Biden allowed a mass genocide to happen. Donald Trump just asked the South African president in the Oval Office why he allowed white refugees to go through a genocide in South Africa. Do you know how fucking crazy that is? The same white refugees he brought here to take all the farmland that the government seized that have no farming skills. Same immigrants from Africa that their entire lineage is known for killing Africans to take their land. Yeah, he just asked the president of South Africa, the black president, why he allowed them to experience a genocide and confronted him on a genocide in South Africa. That is not fucking happening, by the way. It's not happening. So for everyone who's like, oh, well, why would we vote for Biden? And did he ask the leader of Israel why he's encouraging a genocide or seizing the Gaza Strip or unaliving thousands of people daily? No, but he asked in the name of white refugees. Okay, what fucking timeline are we in? What fucking timeline are we in that our president is ignoring having parts in a war that has actively been an actual genocide, but instead turned to racism and these white refugees who literally are descendants of some of the worst racists in the world, and asked their president why he'd allowed them to experience genocide? That didn't happen. I need to get the fuck out of this place. I need to get out of this place. We're doomed. We're going the wrong way.
Donald Trump seems to be on a mission to have ever increasingly embarrassing meetings in the Oval Office. Most recently, he hosted the president of South Africa, who he looked in the face and told, your country has a white genocide. And the president was like, well, respectfully, no, that's not happening. And Donald Trump's like, yes, it is. And then he pulled out evidence, only that evidence has all been debunked. Like, he showed a video of all of these little white crosses along a roadway. And Donald Trump said, these are burial sites right here. And then he said, each one of these white things you see is a cross. There's approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. Those people are all killed, Trump added. Yeah, so first of all, apparently people are just buried on top of each other along a roadway, by his logic. No, those are not burial sites, nor do they represent dead farmers, and you don't have to take my word for it. You can take the word of the man who put up those crosses. There were 2 farmers who were killed, and as part of a protest to that, they went along this roadway and put white crosses up that were then removed after the protest. They didn't represent individual people. It was just about these 2 people. Then Donald Trump showed a video where a person in a red beret repeatedly chants, kill the boer, kill the farmer, and speaks about taking land without compensation. That person is Julius Malema, who founded the small but radical party Economic Freedom Fighters after being expelled from the African National Congress, of which the president is a member. And after playing that video, the president explained to Donald Trump that does not represent the policies of this government. South Africa's opposition agriculture minister also said many parties had worked to keep extremists out of government. That guy and his group are extremists. They are not in power. And then Donald Trump pulled out a photo, and he's like, these are dead white people who were killed in the genocide. The picture he's showing is from the Congo, because Africa is a continent that has many countries within it. It wasn't in South Africa that happened. it was in the Congo. And in response, the president of South Africa, who had to sit there and be berated by a man who confidently declared things that were categorically false and used evidence that was inaccurate and not true, his only response he could really say was, "I'm sorry I don't have a plane to give you." Because apparently this administration, if you do something like gift them a plane, they forgive all kinds of terrible things. But today, my feed is full of conservative creators who all made the same video where they look at the camera and have music playing and they nod as text on the screen reads, "Donald Trump confronting the president of South Africa about the white genocide is exactly what I voted for." Is it? You voted for theatrics based on conspiracy theories that are false, using fake information? That's what you voted for? Meanwhile, while you're celebrating this big W, more than 7 million could lose Medicaid in House mega bill approved Thursday. Yeah, they're going to take away Medicaid for a ton of people, not to mention all the food assistance programs that are being shut down that will affect children, will affect veterans, will affect seniors. And you're too busy looking over here as they snap their fingers and go, "White genocide, look what's happening in South Africa, we got to help." And you're like, "Oh, that's terrible," as they literally rob basic shit from you, as they use your tax dollars to import white immigrants and simultaneously use your tax dollars to deport brown immigrants. And I'm all for people who need protection being allowed to come here and seek protection. But meanwhile, he's revoked the protection, the asylum status of thousands of Venezuelans, for example, who face actual real threats, while giving it to people who aren't facing the threats that he's made up. That's this administration.
I'm not going to be repeating what I've been saying. I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here, including my Minister of Agriculture. He would not be with me. So it'll take him, President Trump, listening to their stories, to their perspective. That is the answer to your question.
That is a real answer from a real president. That is the president of South Africa saying unequivocally there is no G-side happening in their country, especially towards white South Africans. And this happened today in the Oval Office. And Chunky Milk decided to still try to ambush the president of South Africa with a fake video.
But, Mr. President, I must say that we have, we have thousands of stories talking about it. Sure. And we have documentaries, we have news stories, and is Natalie here?
Now, while Natalie goes and looks for this doctored information that is going to be presented without context to back up these false claims that Chunky Milk is making, it's important to note that when he says we have news articles, we have documentaries, all of those things are fake. All of the things that he is referencing refer to things that are a part of a conspiracy theory. And this theory, of course, is that people who are white in South Africa are being targeted and having their land taken away and then being unalived, which is completely untrue.
Excuse me, turn the lights down, and just put this on. It's right behind you, Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do.
So then Chunky Milk turns down the lights in the Oval Office, has this ambiance set, and plays this video, again, completely out of context, of one of the people in the South African parliament who is not in power, who has no governmental power whatsoever to do anything that would enact violence against anybody, at a very jarring volume. So everybody in the room is like, whoa, what is that loud noise? And it sounds threatening. And then on top of that, they go through this video, and then he points out this area that he says those are grave sites. And the president of South Africa clearly says to him, "I'm not familiar with the location. Where is that?" He asked him to confirm where this information is from. And of course, Chunky Milk didn't. Then Chunky Milk also shows articles that he has printed out, and it looks like that printer's low on toner, but he's got it printed out with fake news about the South African G-side. Now, I zoomed in on the article in the picture I just showed, so you can see where it's from. It's from a place called the American Thinker. And what are they? They are a news website that promotes a lot of racist ideology and the right-wing agenda. And so were a lot of the other articles that he showed. And of course, like the American Thinker, the rest of these sources he goes to are websites that all seem to promote a white-only nation with nobody else. They also promote tons of conspiracy theories. So no way to cite his sources properly. And then when you take a look at it, you see it falls apart easily. But this man proceeded to ambush the president of South Africa in the Oval Office with fake G-side news. And this way, I get the feeling he's going to fast track the citizenship of more of Afrikaners and then say, hey, maybe we should get your land back by getting the rest of them out of it.
Can we stop letting Donald Trump meet with world leaders? Please, how do we make this happen? President Trump confronted South African President Cyril Ramaphosa and accused his government of mass killings and land seizures targeting white people. And the reality is South Africa does have one of the world's highest crime rates, and the vast majority of victims are black South Africans, not white South Africans. Despite online chatter, there's no evidence of a white genocide or state-sanctioned land grabs. This moment actually reminds us of the time he met with Zelensky and ambushed him in front of the entire world as well. And then said out loud, Well, I guess America is willing to take a bribe if you're going to send us a jet like our friends in the Middle East did.
Sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
I wish you did. I would take it. If your country offered the United States Air Force a plane, I would take it.
Okay.
He's saying this on a national stage, people. This is embarrassing. It's corruption. It's everything that's wrong in the world. As he's telling a world leader what's happening in his country, and none of it's true, as he decides to take in the white refugees. Those are the good ones, according to Trump land. And everyone else, get out. But yes, more embarrassing moments with Trump and world leaders on a national stage. It's embarrassing, spreading lies, quietly saying he would take bribes on a national stage. Just a bad look for America. Can we please stop Donald from meeting with world leaders? Please.
It baffles me how somebody would think that they know a particular country more than the residents of the country. I've come to see a lot of MAGA's reaction about the whole South African president meeting President Trump in the Oval Office, and how they feel that he told him to his faces about how on how a lot of white farmers are going through genocide in South Africa. And you just wonder, like, is it that they are there? Like, did they even see it happen? Have you ever visited South Africa? How long have you been in South Africa? Like, did you live in South Africa for you to know all of those things? That's one question, that have just been in my mind all this while, because most of them have been making videos about it. And people are fact-checking everything that, President Trump has been saying. It baffles me that truly, he feels that South Africa is doing whatever thing that is in his head, okay, that he is saying that is happening in South Africa. And he's not even ready to listen to any other person or what other people are saying, right? He doesn't want to know if this man is right or this other people is right. He just believes on whatever thing that is happening or these people are saying, or these white South African people, Afrikaners who came into the US have told him that they're going through one thing or the other. That's the only thing they are believing. And it just looks as if like everything that has been happening in South Africa is a BS, is a sham. Like, you guys do not want to understand the in-depth of the things that are happening in that country, and how it's majorly black people who face some of these people and not palm-colored people. How did they even come across all of this? Now, he was showing him some of the pictures from wherever. People are saying that he's actually coming from Congo. Okay, Red Cross people carrying people in from Congo. He brought us some pictures, and the man was like, I don't even know this location. I've never seen this place in my life, right? And this man is the president of the country, so definitely he knows what's happening in his country. He knows everywhere in that country. He grew up in South Africa, so he knew exactly where things are happening and where things are not happening, because all of these things come to his doorstep as the president of the country. And he's telling you that, I don't know this place. I've never seen this place yet. Nobody seemed to believe him. Nobody seemed to even understand the fact that truly he's the president and he understands everything. And if you guys listen, even when they started showing video of Malema, you'll be wondering, like, whatever Malema is saying, he's an opposition party and is his own human right that he's expressing and saying things that he wants to say, right? Some people have had it up to a point where they would like, you know what, whatever thing that happened, let it happen. We're tired of all of these things. And he was expressing himself and saying whatever thing he was saying. And you're bringing a video of an opposition party to, to show, like, that's the point that you have. That's an evidence that you have that something is happening to white farmers in the US. Like, it's so dramatic. Like, yes, when I saw those videos, I was like, are you kidding me right now? Malema. I'm waiting for Malema's reaction, because I know he's going to definitely come back to react. I am definitely waiting for his reaction. I don't know if he has already reacted, but I'm just going to check him out and see what his reaction from everything that was said in Oval Office. Because that guy, he's one activist in Africa that I don't think if you're in Africa, you cannot say you don't know Malema. Like, you would definitely know him and how he is so outspoken about so many things, right? What I'm just trying to say is that even the palm-colored people who are Africans have also come out to say that there is nothing as such happening in South Africa. Instead, we should be calling people who are, who looks like me more. Those are the people who are truly going through stuff, and nobody is even looking at the end. Nobody is trying to understand that these people are going through stuff. It's really funny, right? But guys, I would love to know what you think about today's video. All right, I would like to know what you think about all of these things that are happening. I would really love to read from you. What do you think about the meeting that was held in the Oval Office between Donald Trump and South African President Ramaphosa? I would really love to hear your thoughts, okay, in the comment section. Share your thoughts with me. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let's have that conversation in the comment section, and also hit that subscribe button to be part of the family. I would love to see you on my next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Okay, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button to be part of the family. See you all on my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and credit to all creators on this video, guys. Bye.